Well, looks like we have ourselves a 100% killer bonus. So, let's do some doctor work. Also, we no longer have our blood hunt bonus. It's actually been a few days since I last played. I kinda binged it as much as I could for the first week, and then fell behind on everything else, so I had to take a break. In fact, I still have probably a week's worth of recordings, if not more, ahead of this. But that's fine. I don't think... we don't have a killer challenge selected, because we picked up the Rift as a survivor. Or the red glyph, that's what it was. So... looks like our next killer challenge is Deadly Pursuit. Chase survivors for a total of 240 seconds. Doesn't have to be one match. Level 4 releases in 4 days, so that'll be fun. Let's go ahead and spend some blood points for the doctor. He still needs some leveling up. We still need Adept with him too, honestly. Alright, so we're going for our Adept doctor, which means we're bringing his 3 perks. We managed to level Overcharge to rank 3, which means after we kick a generator, the next survivor that works on it will be faced with a difficult skill check. If they fail, they lose 4% progress. They don't get anything for completing it other than preventing the explosion. Also, after Overcharge is applied to a generator, its regression speed increases from 85% to 130% over the next 30 seconds. We have Monitor and Abuse, rank 2. Terror radius is increased by 8 meters while in chase. Otherwise, it's narrowed by 8 meters. And our field of view is increased by 5 degrees. Then Overwhelming Presence, also rank 2. Survivors within our terror radius suffer from inefficiency. The item consumption rates are increased by 90%. We're bringing Calm, Carter's Notes. Increases terror radius by 8 meters while Static Blast is ready, but decreases it by 8 meters while Static Blast is on cooldown. So that should stack with Monitor and Abuse, hopefully, to give us very little terror radius while this is on cooldown. And then we're decreasing the Static Blast cooldown by 6 seconds, meaning we can use it more often. Oh, this is Order, Carter's Notes. And then, survivors with madness suffer from affliction of order. Broken pallets may appear to be replaced with illusionary pallets that persist until approached. A new illusionary pallet is generated at the location of a random broken pallet every 20 seconds, and the doctor sees the aura of illusionary pallets. I decided to go with the 2 purples to try to help us get our Adept. And then just 100% bonus blood points in the hunting category. Didn't really have much better than that. We are trying to chase survivors for a total of 240 seconds. Can be completed across multiple matches. And let's go. So we have a 5th prestige character, 2 flashlights, a medkit and a toolbox, so a bit of a variety. We'll have to be careful of flashlight saves though, because there are 2 flashlights. Someone brought Bloody Party Streamer. Ooh, 2 people brought Bloody Party Streamers. Awesome. Someone brought an escape cake. I think that Heart Locket is Coldwind Farms, which isn't great for the doctor. It's a pretty big open map. I was right, it is Coldwind Farm. And also, I'm probably going to be a little bit rusty because it's been a couple days. Hopefully I'm not too bad. We'll wait till we're in chase. Give a little Static Blast. Oh, I actually meant this one. Start getting a couple of these pallets out of the way, and maybe illusionary. Kind of figured that was going to happen. Let's give this thing a little kick-a-rooney. Madness levels going. Oh, I had to turn too early. Let's give this guy another kick. Yeah, I'm not playing the greatest right now. Obviously. I feel kind of slow and jittery for some reason. I don't know how that didn't hit. It's probably because we got rid of the range. Okay, she can't use her flashlight anymore. We lost Chase, but picked it right back up, I guess. That one's still kicked. Okay, I really need to ignore that one. She's trying to get my attention. We need to look at more of our generators. So this one being so big and everything's not a big help. Admittedly, I haven't even seen more than a couple of the survivors. Oh, that one's almost done. Let's give this guy a little kick. That one's probably being repaired again. Nope, that one's still going down. Let's go 2 survivors on hook. If I can find... Yep, there's one. Gotta give this guy a little kick. Oh, someone rescued her right away. Thought I heard somebody else around here. Could have static blasted, but I'm kind of trying to save it. Okay, they're all insane now. Well, except for the Zelzura. got a basement here. Sounds like it's got some progress. Not much progress. I think that's the Zelzura I've been looking for. Let's get in a chase and then use our move. Static Blast. Increase terror radius. Got our Deadly Pursuit. Most of them aren't able to work on generators because they're insane. Someone just snapped out of it, but you know, one over here was pretty damaged. Or not pretty damaged, but pretty progressed. Take that. We all do this hook. I think this is her final hook, so we're gonna lose it. That's fine. There's no generators out that way, so I'm not as worried. Let's go take a look at these ones. Got like no progress. So we have a nice little line of them. Not quite a 3-gen, but I'll take it. Oh, we lost chase. Don't want to use that if we're not in chase. Lost him altogether. We'll go back to look at these other ones. No idea where he got off to. Kind of want to put overcharge on them just to make it harder for them to complete it. Yeah, these have no progress. Somebody's doing some work over there. There is a generator, so we want to check that out. Oh, that one's done. Try to make everybody crazy. She's got some speed when she vaults. They're down to one generator, so we don't want to spend too much time chasing people that are good at running. These things look like they've all regressed down to nothing. Yep. So I guess we just keep an eye on these and wait for them to come to me. Try to... There we go. What's this? Got a lot of crazy people. and give this a break so it becomes illusionary. Let's hang her up. She got boil over, so it's a little bit harder to get her to a hook. She's done. Let's see if we can't get him to a hook. I think he's done as well. But he doesn't have the boil over skill, so it'll be easier to get to. And that just leaves the tough one, who would have ran us all game probably. Give this a little kick. We'll check for the hatch around here first. Doesn't sound like one. Yeah, that person's probably going to find hatch, but we never even hooked them once. Oh no, that's the sound of this tree. So, despite this mat kind of sucking for me, thought I heard something. Where did I hear it? Probably wishful thinking. Unless it's in the center somewhere. Nah. There's no way that person doesn't find it before me. Oh, she found it. Well, we didn't get our adepts, but we did have a challenge, where the doctor hit a survivor with shock therapy attack 4 times. Didn't even realize we had that challenge, but it's completed. And then we got our chase thing done. Got quite a few points, so that combined with the bloody party streamers. Excellent. Thank you for the game. And kind of see what people brought. I'll give that a 4-star for fun. Let's go ahead and complete that challenge. Killer Glyph Challenge. Commune with 1 purple glyphs. Selecting this challenge generates an invisible purple glyph that leaves a trail of ooze as it moves. Interesting. We'll try that. And ooh, restore the memory. Collect 5 memory shards. When the last shard's collected, an archives portal appears. Exit the trial with the shards or synchronize them with the archives portal. That we've been doing that with the survivor, but it might be easier with the killer. That would also unlock us towards mad skills, one of the doctor specific challenges. But for now, we'll do this glyph thing. Let's go spend our blood points. Alright, we managed to level these 2 up to tier 3, since we're still going for Adept. Monitor and abuse, the field of view is increased to 10 degrees now. And overwhelming presence, item consumption rates are increased by 100% in my terror radius, which works better during chase, but outside of chase, not as much. Then we got Restraint Carter's Orders. This one's a little different because we ran out of the other one. This one reveals survivors' auras for 3 seconds when their madness level increases, which typically we are chasing them when that happens. but it could still be a little bit helpful, because we have lost them occasionally. And then it also increases the duration of illusionary doctor hallucinations by 6 seconds, and allows the doctor to see the auras of hallucinations at any level of madness. Okay. We also have Order Carter's Notes. This is the one we had last time, where broken pallets may appear to be replaced with illusionary pallets. Also decreases static blast cooldown by 6 seconds. New illusionary pallets generated at the location of a random doctor, or have a random broken pallet every 20 seconds. And the doctor sees auras of illusionary pallets. So we're going to see a lot of illusions. And thanks to the Bloody Party streamers that the other group brought, we can now afford it. Or, it popped up in our blood web. And we could pay that forward, especially since we're using all purples. Hopefully that'll help ease the pain a little bit. We are still, or not still, now we're trying to commune with one purple glyph. Apparently there'll be an invisible purple glyph that leaves a trail of ooze. So, let's give it a go. Okay, we have a couple higher prestige people. I think the Steve has a med kit. Jonathan Byers has a toolbox. I don't think anybody else has anything. Ormond, I think that's the snow one. Which is another kind of big open map, not great for the doctor. Yep, it is the snow one. Yeah, let's see what we can see. Odds are they started farther away from me. Well, hello. Don't know what that was. Oh, I think that's our glyph we're looking for. Thought I could block it. Better than that, anyway. Okay, this was actually the person we already hooked, so I feel kind of bad about that. Okay, it looks like... yeah, if that is the glyph, it is all the way out there. We'll need to find the ooze trail, it said. Yeah, this actually doesn't go well with me trying to get an adept. Let's give this guy a little kick. Kind of still see the scratch marks. Oh, there's an illusionary doctor. I don't think we've hooked him yet, so... the other guy went ahead and let himself die on hook, which kind of sucks. That wasn't my intention. Also, I didn't see the aura, the pink trail thing. Oh, that's the one that they were working on and already kicked. Okay, they went for the rescue. We'll let them recover a little bit. Check on our generators. Get some overcharges out. Well, somebody's over that way. Well, hello there. That definitely doesn't work on multiple levels. Oh, I was moved a little too quick. I think they've given up because one of their people gave up. Oh, he got himself back up. Well, Steve might be able to find a doodad. We saw him run off this way. But beyond that, not so sure. He could be hiding in a locker. Well, that'll get us our Adept. Didn't feel very good, though. Just goes to show how one person can kind of ruin it for everybody. Also, no idea where that glyph is. But at least we have our Adept and we can start bringing a more cohesive build. There we go. Adept Doctor. Thank you for the game. We got a pip out of it, so that works. I'll give that a 2 for fun. When someone ruins it right away, it's not as fun. Yeah, it was the Steve Harrington, which was confusing. Hex Harrington made me think he was a Steve Harrington, but I guess he was a Jonathan Byers. Well, that's nice of you to say GG's, Hex Harrington, but sorry for the team you got. I mean, at least he got double that for Buddy Party streamers. Okay, let's go to upgrades. Alright. We have some more Bloody Party streamers to bring. We're also switching to a couple greens. Discipline, class 3. Decreases the detonation delay of shock therapy by 20%. Hopefully that'll allow me to kind of be able to use that a little bit better. There's a few times where I felt like I was just a little bit too late. This should get rid of that. But it also, if they're at Madness 2, while they're in a chase, they'll perceive an illusionary red stain and terror radius as though I was directly behind them. I think that'll make it easier for them to drop pallets early, meaning I won't get stunned by them. I can maybe go around. When they're in Madness 3, it's constantly active, so they think they're always in chase. And we also see the illusionary red stain, which means maybe it'll be easier to track them down. And then high stimulus electrode increases the range of shock therapy by 4 meters, meaning it'll be even easier to hit them. I replaced overcharge with jolt. I like that one better, especially since, I mean, all our attacks are basic attacks. Sloppy Butcher, making healing harder for them. And also, when they stop healing, if I interrupt them, then that healing progress goes away. Overwhelming Presence. I like the idea of getting rid of their items faster if they're in my terror radius, which we no longer have the thing that decreases our terror radius when we're not in chase. Instead, we're going Distressing. Your terror radius is increased by 26%, meaning this should have even more of an effect. And we gain 100% more blood points for actions in the Deviousness category. This build only really works if they have a lot of items. However, I'm also thinking this should work even if they're Madness 3, where the terror radius is constant. I think that would mean that we get terror radius benefits, like them with their item consumption increased. Not that they can really use items in Madness 3, so maybe that's not as big a deal. Might have to rethink some of that. But for now, we'll give this a try. We're aiming to commune with one purple glyph. We kind of saw an aura of it occasionally last time, whenever we hooked somebody, but could never get to it in time. We couldn't find the Trail of Ooze, so I don't know what that's supposed to look like. But let's find a match. Well, a 33rd Prestige Cheryl Mason. Looks like she has a key. And nobody else is bringing items, which kind of ruins my whole thing. That's fine. We might have to make an alternate build for a situation where nobody really has items. An escape cake, so they'll get a double buff. And then 50% in objective category for somebody. This map actually isn't too big. Well, kind of is. And we've kind of gotten our butt kicked every time we've been here. How did I... Oh, I used the wrong button. That's why. I thought I was using my static blast to see if anybody's nearby. Got a few. Let's try to make this person crazy. Okay, couldn't use their key even if they wanted to. I was trying to hit the window, prevent them from vaulting it. Okay, we got some jolt value. Maybe we're playing with this person a bit too long. Let's go see if we can track down that glyph for the challenge. It always seems to be on the opposite end of the map. Might be able to find its ooze trail. We don't want to lose the match, obviously. Okay, let's see if we can't track that thing down again. Over that way again. And maybe it doesn't move. Like I've been assuming it's gonna move. There's the trail. Let's get this thing. There we go. Got our glyph. Let's come somewhere a little central and stack west. There's a few people. Yeah, we'll let her drop the pallet. Sure. I missed, which sucks. Got some jolts. Okay, they are getting generators done on me. See if there's anyone upstairs. No, nobody around at all. That'd be one less person to worry about. Check on this generator. It's kind of, yeah, that was fine. You picked up a map at some point. Interesting. Let's go over there and make people a little bit more crazy. this hook. Bill's not too far away. And he's super insane. Now he's gone. Check on these generators. That one doesn't sound like it has any progress. Smart of them to kind of drop that early, especially since I can't really get around it. Thank you, Doctor and Redstain, for helping me find her. We didn't hear anything on the generator. This one has some good work on it. Let's let her think she's being chased for a bit. Go check. Oh. Yep, she was still running from me. Break this pallet. Yeah, until she snaps out of it. There you are. Wonder if she's still running from my shadow. She hasn't snapped out of it yet, so maybe. Nope, she just did. Where would she have been? I'm not trying to camp. Let's see if a static blast won't find her hanging out in the area. Nope. We'll give her an opportunity to go for the save. Otherwise, we need to try to find the hatch. Also, have we not hooked her at all yet? That can't be true. We're down to 3. Oh no. We've hooked her once. He'll give us the last hook state once he dies. There we go. But where could she be hiding? Check around here for a hatch. There it is. And these gates aren't too far from each other. Go ahead and throw out one of these. Okay, she must not be near there unless she's in a locker. So we'll go check this other one. Okay, they're actually further apart than I realized. I don't know what she was pointing at. Maybe the fact that she's at a corner. Gotta break this pallet 4 times out. No. I did have fun. Thank you for the game. Two people didn't bring anything, which kind of sucks. Let's go turn in our we'll turn in the challenge first. And then we'll claim rewards after. We'll do the core memory. That we could do in a match. As a killer, there's a little less stress to it, I would think. Or more stress if you're really aiming to win. And we'll go to the rift to collect our reward. Oh yeah, we've gotten a few cosmetics for the doctor. Pink front strands. She dyed her hair for a special story with a character with pink hair. Available in outfit Night Market. Survivor item, Michaela Reed. And then protective vision. He stalks victims endlessly. Available in outfit Ruthless Insanity. Killer item, the Doctor. Cool. Let's also spend our blood points. Okay, this is going to be my new secondary build. The one where if everybody brings items and I want them to deplete pretty fast. I'll just kind of go over it. Obviously, blood point offering. We're going to go with the biggest calm class we can, which increases our terror radius while static blast is ready and decreases it while it's on cooldown. This setup here is another 10 meters. I think there's a purple one that we could replace the brown one with if we had it. We don't right now. Or actually, maybe even a green one to replace the yellow. Or vice versa, whichever we find. We got Overwhelming Presence. Survivors within your terror radius, their item efficiency goes down 100%. As well as Distressing to increase our terror radius. Fearmonger, just to give them blind and exhausted. While they're working on a generator. They'll hear me from a mile off, but if they can't see my aura, if they have any kind of aura reading perks, they might feel safe. And then Jolt, just because I feel like Jolt's amazing. Yeah, it's not going to be the permanent build, or I wouldn't even say permanent. Right now, that's the item waster build. It's actually customized. We have a couple of options now. Like this protective vision we just unlocked. Which is alright. We also have the energy prod. Which is also alright. We can go with that. Okay. I'll go back to the drawing board to figure out what we're actually going to bring for a regular game. Alright, this time for a regular build, we're going to bring Iridescent Queen. Has an interesting ability where all survivors struck by shock therapy or static blast acquire lingering static charge. Static charge remains with the survivors until discharged. Multiple survivors struck by the same shock therapy or static blasts that are within 4 meters of each other do not acquire static charge. Anytime a survivor is within 4 meters of another survivor carrying a static charge, the survivor receives a shock identical to shock therapy, and the static charge is discharged immediately. So basically, I make them little bombs where they need to stay away from each other. Otherwise, the effect is pretty much doubled. It should keep them insane longer. Actually, we're going to change this one to the terror radius one. Here we go. This one will decrease the detonation delay of shock therapy by 30%. And survivors with madness suffer from the affliction of discipline. While in a chase, they'll get the red stain and terror radius as though I was right behind them. And that'll persist for 6 seconds after the chase ends. And then Madness 3, the red stain and terror radius are always with them. So that way, if they're all insane longer, you should get more effect from this. If that works the way I think it will. We're bringing Jolt, because I love it. Sloppy Butcher, just to slow them down healing-wise. Fearmonger, to get rid of auras. Well, blindness and exhausted. So while they're working on the generator, they have no aura reading abilities. And they're exhausted, meaning they can't use their exhaustion perks. And it lingers for 5 seconds after stopping repairs. Something I forgot to mention, or maybe I mentioned but didn't think about. A survivor ordinarily, if they're exhausted, if they're working on a generator, that exhaustion goes down. This won't allow that to happen. So if they want their exhaustion status to go away, they have to basically not be sprinting or doing anything for however long it lasts, like 40 seconds. And then Iron Grasp, just to help us get people to hooks if they seem a little far away. And this is our build if they're not carrying a bunch of items. Currently, we're going to try to collect 5 memory shards and then synchronize them with an archives portal. They seem pretty easy on Survivor. We'll see how it is on Doctor. But let's find a match. Alright, as far as I can tell, we're only bringing 2 items. So I'll go with the non-item build. I should probably wait to ready up until I'm sure I know what they're bringing. But either way is fine. Like, it'd be nice to get rid of that flashlight, especially in the hands of someone who's good with it. Oh, down envelope. So greatly thickens the dark mist, and everything else blood points. Okay. Alright, Badham Preschool. We've had weird luck on this one all around. That's one of our things. That's right. Forgot we're trying to find those. Doesn't sound like anyone's working on that. Oh, there's another one. And another. And another. Should have one more. And then the portal. Okay, I don't know. Oh, there's one. There's the portal. Did all that before I even found a survivor. Go ahead and do one of these. Ah, wrong button. This button. So there was somebody up there. That will kick. I've only really found one person. Ow. Down here in this basement. That might have been the slow way of doing that. How do I get into the... Oh, here we go. Let's give that a little kick. Honestly say, trying to find people is a little tough. I need to get rid of this. Okay, so that was one of the ground level ones. I must have been not paying enough attention. Okay, that one was a basement. They just must have all been on ones I didn't check. They're also doing a pretty good job of keeping separated. Wow. These are popping like crazy. I haven't even hit anybody yet. Okay. Time to focus up. Well, that was a good save. Like the angle. They're gonna save again, aren't they? Yep. There's also somebody in the basement. At least there was. Yeah, there's scratch marks that didn't go very far. Hello. You get to go to the basement too. Not sure what he got off to. However, generators are not going great for me. And everything's spread out pretty good. I'll let him get the saves. They'll kind of shock each other, making each other more mad. She might be down a phase or stage. Also mad, well not mad, but her flashlight save. Somebody was working on the generator right here, so they're probably still around. Just a matter of where. That took you to death. Flashlight save. Nope. Oh no, she took off. Problem being, that generator has a lot of progress. And this one's pretty far away. Yeah, they're all crazy right here. No flashlight save because she was crazy. We know they were around. Possibly downstairs. Well, time to go double check on that generator. They're not all here, so they could be working on a different generator. But with all of them there, that generator's... Ah, they made each other crazy over here. Nope, they're doubling back that way. At least some of them are. They're also all wounded, so if I can find one and down them, it'll be help. Yep, I was worried about this generator. Also, I feel like I'm moving super slow right now. Yeah, like my speed is non-existent at the moment. I'll get a kill. Well, not a great match. But we also spent the first half of it doing our challenge, so that didn't help things. They had 3 generators done before I found anybody. Claire bad. Thank you for taking Claire. You're welcome. Not very nice. Yeah, I mean, Claire really didn't do much, to be quite honest. I actually did kind of have fun, even though we got our butt kicked. Let's also turn in the challenge. So, that'll give us another part of this collection. Let's check it out.
She sits at one of the tables. Her dad says she's too young to sit at the bar. Even though at 11 in the morning, the bar is not open. As if she's gonna jump behind the bar and start serving herself cachaça or something. Dad returns from outside, holding the stranger by the shoulder. He looks like a grown-up, but Talita knows that everyone over 20 looks like a grown-up to her. At 10 years old, the world is still divided into kids, big kids, and grown-ups. Talita was with her dad when they crossed paths with the stranger. Talita was going to be dropped off at home for lunch. Mom is home for the afternoon, and Dad needs the afternoon with his band. But that plan changed when they found the stranger spray painting the club in the alley. Dad takes the stranger across the club. He's calling out for Angelo, the club owner. He doesn't seem to notice Talita or his band hanging out on the stage for that matter. He wouldn't want me to follow him. He yelled at me to go back in the club when the stranger started cussing outside. She shifts from seat to seat, table to table, closer to Dad, Angelo, and the stranger. They're standing together by the hall to Angelo's office. They have no idea Talita is inching closer and closer. Dad shows Angelo a picture on his phone. She remembers Dad took a picture of the graffiti. Angelo studies the picture, and his usual scowl lightens into a smile. She doesn't hear what he says, but she hears the 3 of them laughing. By the time she's close enough to eavesdrop, Angelo has taken the stranger down the hall. Dad finally notices Talita. "What just happened, Dad?" He looks back down the hallway. "I think I just got that young artist a job."
Nice. Yeah, the beginning of that made it sound a lot more suspenseful, and it had a happy ending. I liked it. Let's check our rewards. More blood points, and Ash's name tag. Need an employee discount? Okay, spend some blood points. Alright, we're gonna try the same build again with the static blast. Basically putting a static charge on everybody, make them get crazier faster. And then the terror radius one plus detonation delay. Well, sorry, not the terror radius, the red stain and terror radius. plus the detonation delay of shock therapy by 30%. Our last survivor pudding. Same perks. I might swap out Iron Grasp for something, but we'll see if we run in the same situation as that last match. Actually, we don't have a challenge. Inflict Madness 3 on 3 survivors as the doctor. This is as good a time as any to try it. And let's find a match. Well, we have 3 items. It looks like the staples. Medkit, toolbox, flashlight. Everybody's kinda a decent prestige. We do have a Twitch TV with us. Let's actually change our loadouts back. We're gonna try this super radiation one with our terror radius, just to make them use up those items super fast. Also, so they have no idea where I am. White ward. So if someone's protecting an item, maybe it's a good thing I have them deplete it fast. The Decimated Borgo. Shattered Square. I was also just thinking about it. The other build might be better for the challenge we're working on. Yeah, this is another big open map. We're getting a lot of those lately. Maybe they just all feel big and open. Oh, this one has a ton of pallets, that's right. So right now we should have a huge terror radius. Kind of go somewhere central, static blast it up and see what we find. There's everybody. Oh, you double backed on me, nice. Yeah, you're just hanging out on the outskirts, aren't you? Not near a generator or anything. Got the quick pickup. That generator's almost done though. Back that way. Got a little bit of jolt value, I think. Could have been a missed skill check, could have been a lot of things. Go for a little look-see. Throw out one of these. Got quite a few hits. Yeah, you can't pallets against a doctor. There you are. Trying to find a good hook. There's one. Now, we knew someone was following me. I'll put you on instead, that's fine. I want to find the other ones and make them insane. That's one of the insane people. Oh. Might be some saneness going on over here. There we go, both of them. Go for one of the healthy ones so I don't feel so bad. How did I lose her that fast? A little slow on my shock therapy there. That'll work. We'll go for this hook. And not sure which generators they might be working on. We'll do one of these. Saw somebody. I think it's the Felita. Got a good little jolt over here. You need to kick that, prevent them from finishing it. Got a nice little hook over here. We'll do a static blast, see if anyone's nearby. The answer is yes. I think that was the Twitch TV having enough of this match. Means we just have to find Nightcrawler. Could be anywhere. Oh. Nightcrawler got a save. That's fine, we'll find them shortly. Where could Nightcrawler have gone? They're injured, so we should be able to hear them. Like, it seemed like we saw their scream over this way. It must have ran pretty good. Oh, messing up a generator's a bad plan. Well, how did they all heal up already? When somebody messed that one up. I guess it's time to go find them. Maybe. Out of range of all of them there. I think the Felita's actually close to dying. So I don't want her yet. There we are. These guys really are like little corner goblins. Oh, I didn't realize Nightcrawler was almost dead too. Sorry, Claudette, I heard ya. Which just leaves the Felita, my survivor main at the moment, until I level her up more. See if a static blast can find her. It did. The doctor's a pretty fun killer. I'm not running towards a hook. There's a hook. I'm not a big fan of this map. Everything's so red. Thank you for the match. Hey! Double pip. We're into gold now. I did have fun. Let's go ahead and collect our challenge. And we just unlocked... Oh, the next entry for the House of Arkham. Let's figure out what's going on with this.
Saga of the Red Crane, Through the Garden of Doom, 1. Riding at a gallop through pools of moonlight and shadow, Saku ordered Maurice to slow down as they entered a strange city overgrown with giant vines and huge glowing flowers. Carefully, Maurice picked his way through the narrow streets and only halted when Saku tugged on his mane. With a grim expression, she searched the buildings for signs of an ambush, but didn't spot anything. She was about to order Maurice to move on when she heard a strange blend of whispers and sounds coming from the fog. Sounds she couldn't quite make out, but somehow recognized from her childhood. What strange realm had they happened upon? What were these giant vines? What were these strange sounds? She didn't know. She couldn't know. The nightmare was beyond words, beyond reason, beyond comprehension, and she had stopped trying to understand what could not be understood long ago. Maurice neighed, and she understood him. "I don't like this place," he said. "Let's get out of here." This, too, she didn't try to understand, but was grateful to have a friend she could communicate with, even if he was a horse. Saku nodded and pointed to a mountain range just beyond the city realm. "We'll find refuge in the hills. Let's—" A sudden explosion interrupted her. Bulbous flowers suddenly burst into clouds of shimmering mist as a massive vine struck her so hard her teeth rattled. Then, from the shadows, another smashing, thundering vine thrust her off Maurice. Instinctively, she reeled to her feet as countless vines attacked her from every direction. With a high-pitched ring, she withdrew her katana, spun, thrust, and sliced away. And just as she sliced the very last vine, she heard a desperate whinny. Saku turned to see vines dragging Maurice into a dark alley, his hooves desperately chopping air, his head thrusting back and forth to break free. With a great sense of urgency, Saku bolted after Maurice, but stopped suddenly when she heard another strange noise. From behind her came the march of feet and the clang of metal. Saku turned slowly to register a mass of fog advancing on her as though it were alive. And then from the swirling mass of fog came undead warriors clad in armor she vaguely recognized. And not wanting to lead this undead army to Maurice, she charged toward the mountain silhouetted by the moon.
Alright, that's just strange. Like, it seemed like a whole bunch of different genres almost. Alright, maybe we can get some more clarification later. Let's claim our rift rewards. Manga cover volume 3. They call her the Skull Merchant. Killer charm any character. And we got some blood points. Speaking of which, let's spend our blood points.